Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Down here for this offense. It's a shotgun run call. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
A handoff from the shotgun. They've got him down out near the 40. Game makes it second and medium. And now the running back's got it again. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Or it's snapped to the back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Catch made on the out route. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense now operating in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can he keep it going here on 3rd and long? Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And he knocks that one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field, he gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Second down play coming up. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 33-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? No press here. The defense backing away. Looking to chuck it again. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. That's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And this pass is caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the catch. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, I really thought they were going to run the football in here at the 1-yard line, but instead they decided to throw it. I think they completely caught the defense by surprise, and they get a touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Same tailback, another carry. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important. Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. They're going to run it here. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs, and especially corners, that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
They'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he lofts one deep over the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking right, this one caught. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
A nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Texas State. Made the defense look slow that time.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 11. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Here comes the Eagles offense on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll try the right here. Breaking free at the 35. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Not much on that play, brought down short. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Looking to the end zone, looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Chris, you get this deep into an opponent's side of the field and come away with 3 instead of 6. Man, it is a letdown. That's certainly not what they're looking for here on third and long from inside the red zone.
Field goal try, no good. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead. Eastern Michigan's offense is back out there now. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass is caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. The back's got it. Nowhere to run up the middle. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 45. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. They draw within 4, 14-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense back out there. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. They got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you... Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, this guy is having some kind of day. That's another catch for him. And this time out of the slot, he picks up the 1st down.
The offense really clicking here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Caught near the goal line. Will be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Texas State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. They'll kick it off to begin the second half. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the Texas State offense back out there. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Defense not pressing this time. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
The Eastern Michigan offense back out on the field now. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Important second down play coming up. The DB's backing off from the line now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the sack. And it's caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense going with the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Texas State offense back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick-6 in the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 in his first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now it's second down here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wide out. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And there's the handoff. Tackle, but first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Bringing pressure. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas State 21, Eastern Michigan 18.
So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. He was on target the first time. Can he keep it going from 33 yards out? And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Physical running, fights off the defender. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. The pass rush closing in. They stopped them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Extending the play now. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Pass caught. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Talk about greatness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here comes the Eagles offense on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the time? Offense to shoot that gap. As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. How about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And it's good right down the middle. And that puts them back on top. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Texas State offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? Now the defense has got it going the other way.
You know, I like this quarterback's ability in the option game. He just doesn't do a good job of protecting the football here. You've got to be dialed in with your fundamentals, or it can cost you at any moment.
From the 15-yard line, it's 2nd and long. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Defense is coming after him. Snags a quick throw. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion.
You know, on 3rd down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection. Because you know that you're going to throw, and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a 1st down.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Receiver in motion now. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looks to the left, and it's complete. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. We reach now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Breaks free. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, this is too big of a moment in the game to be able to take a sack like this for this offense. Coming off a huge gain. Critical time, and then to go backwards like that. Interested to see how they'll respond here.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. How much can they pick up on third down? Try a field goal from here would be 57 yards. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
Pickup team is on the field to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Eastern Michigan's offense is back out there now. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
It's blocked. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Texas State offense back on the field now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to scramble now. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Oh, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts. You stop the clock. The offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with 11 seconds remaining.
Eastern Michigan.
First down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught, completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Well, the coach is kind of expected to be this kind of game, an offensive show. He's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.